We all think we've got this hydration thing figured out, right? But what if I told you that some of the most common advice out there is not just wrong, but maybe even a little bit dangerous? Yeah. Today, we're going to get into the real science of hydration, and it's probably not what you think. You know the drill, right? 8 glasses of water a day, every day, coffee's bad for you, it'll just dry you out. We've heard it a million times. But is any of that actually true? Does the science back it up? Well, let's dig in and find out. All right, first things first, we've got to tackle the big one, the most famous hydration rule in the book. So this whole 8-ounce glasses thing, the 8x8 rule, it's super catchy, easy to remember, but guess what? It's not really based on hard science. The truth is, how much fluid you need is completely personal. I mean, it depends on your age, how active you are, your health, even where you live. This idea that one size fits all, it just doesn't hold water. And take a look at this. This chart just nails the point home. Look at how much our needs change over our lifetime. Kids, for instance, need way more water per kilogram of body weight than adults do, more than double. So yeah, that single universal rule, it's definitely a thing of the past. Oh, and here's something else that's super important, and a lot of us forget about it. Hydration isn't just about what you drink. About 20%, a whole fifth of your daily fluid, actually comes from the food you eat. We're talking fruits, veggies, you name it. Okay, let's move on to our next big hydration myth. And this one, it's about our beloved daily coffee. For years, we've been told that coffee is the enemy of hydration, right? That it's a net dehydrator. But here's the real story. Yes, caffeine is technically a diuretic, which means it makes you pee more. But, and this is a big but, for those of us who drink it regularly, the science is pretty clear. The water in your coffee totally balances out that effect. Don't just take my word for it. A big study from the NIH basically said, hey, for people who are used to caffeine, a cup of coffee provides pretty much the same hydrating qualities as plain old water. So no, your morning brew isn't sabotaging your hydration goals. So what exactly is moderate consumption? Well, the FDA has a guideline for that. They say for most healthy adults, up to 400 milligrams of caffeine a day is generally fine. To put that in perspective, that's roughly 4 cups of brewed coffee. So that's the magic number to keep in your head. Okay, so we've been talking about not drinking enough, but now we have to flip the script because there's a hidden danger that's just as serious and maybe even more so. It's the risk of drinking too much. This condition has a name, hyponatremia. You might also hear it called water intoxication or overhydration. And what's happening is you're drinking so much fluid so fast that you're literally diluting the sodium in your bloodstream. That is really, really dangerous. It can mess with your brain function and, yes, in the worst cases, it can actually be fatal. And listen, it's easy to think, oh, that only happens to like elite marathon runners. But that's not true. We're seeing case studies of this happening to all kinds of people. Football players, soldiers in training, even yogis. The risk is way more common than you might think. Now, here's what makes this so incredibly tricky and so dangerous. The symptoms of being overhydrated, things like feeling confused, having a headache, being tired, they look almost identical to the symptoms of being dehydrated. You see the problem? Someone might feel this way and think, oh, I need to drink more water, when that's the absolute last thing they should be doing. So, okay, if the old rules are out the window and drinking too much is a real danger, what are we supposed to do? How do we get this right? Well, let's talk about a much smarter way to think about hydration. Forget counting glasses. The easiest, most reliable way to check your hydration is something your body gives you for free, the color check. Just look at the color of your pee. You're aiming for a pale, straw yellow color. That's the sweet spot. If it's getting dark, you need to drink up. And if it's totally clear, like water, you might actually want to ease up a bit. And don't forget, you can eat your water too. I mean, it's kind of mind-blowing when you think about it. Foods like watermelon, celery, strawberries, they're more than 90% water. So throwing these into your meals is such a simple and delicious way to stay hydrated. Now, for all you athletes out there or anyone who's really physically active, your strategy needs to be a little more dialed in. The key is a 3-step plan. Hydrate before you start. If you're going for more than an hour, a sports drink is a really good idea to get those electrolytes, especially sodium, back in. And then after, make sure you drink enough to replace whatever you lost in sweat. All right, we've busted some myths, we've uncovered some real dangers. So let's pull all of this together. What is the one big idea you should walk away with? Here's the real goal, the bottom line. Hydration is not about hitting some rigid magic number every single day. It's all about balance, a dynamic balance that changes based on what you eat, what you do, and even the weather. So let's ditch the rigid rules and start thinking about flexible, smart responses instead. And guess what? The absolute best guide for finding that balance is your own body. It's already built in. Simply listening to when you're thirsty and using that simple color check we talked about, that's gonna be way more accurate than any one-size-fits-all rule you'll ever find. So I wanna leave you with a different kind of question. Instead of counting glasses, just for a second, stop and ask yourself, what is my body telling me right now? Because learning how to listen to it, well, that's the real secret to perfect hydration.